This is a good learning experience. You get knocked off when you get hit by the... Oh, no! No! Oh, man! I thought that would have just hurt me, but you get knocked off when you get hit by those two? Fuck you! Hey guys, it's Parallax Abstraction, and welcome back to Retro Flashback Plays Super Castlevania 4. I'm recording this on a Monday, the day this is actually going to go up. I usually do these the day ahead of time, but I got a little good start. I got a little distracted yesterday. My week has not had the most ideal start so far for dumb, largely employment-related reasons, but ready to hopefully conquer some clocks. Conquering clocks would be sweet revenge. How likely are we to do that? Well, I don't know, but we're gonna try our best here. I do feel like that when I did this yesterday, I got a little bit of the groove for what this level expects, at least. And yes, for those of you who are probably already wondering, I, once again, was too bloody lazy to move my Wii U over to my desk, so if you do hear me complain about controller lag a little bit today, yeah, feel free to grumble at me over that. I understand. Interestingly enough, I actually found a... Well, shut my mouth. I was gonna say I actually found a good sitting position here that seems to eliminate the Bluetooth lag I was getting. But, though that, I think... Okay. We're just gonna call this a warm-up run. Sorry, Simon, but you know how it goes, bro. We gotta... Yeah. Bump it up, it up, it up, it up. Alright. There we go. Fresh start. Fresh start. Interestingly enough, too, I just got a new, damn it! I just got a new, Fitbit tracker. My old Fitbit, was falling apart, as they are wont to do, but it was still under warranty. And kudos to Fitbit support. They were, there's, for a big company, their support experience was utterly painless. I basically sent them an email and said, yo, this tracker's falling apart. They wrote back and said, can you send us a couple photos? I did, and they were like, okay, give us your address, we'll send you a free replacement. And the free replacement arrived within 2 days. And it's brand new. So kudos to them for that. But the point of that was that that thing uses Bluetooth to sync to my phone. And of course it's on my wrist, right? So it sits near to where this controller is. And the controller seems to be behaving itself better today, which is the first day I've had that. I shouldn't have done that. Which is the first day I have this new tracker. I'm wondering if the tracker had selected, my old tracker had selected a Bluetooth channel that maybe interfered a little bit with the Wii U gamepad, because the gamepad actually seems to be behaving itself much better today. Could be coincidence, but could not be as well. That would really make me laugh if it turns out my fitness tracker... There's some analogy in there for, you know, fitness versus video games. Maybe you should be outside doing stuff instead of sitting in here with your video games, and we're gonna enforce that in our own subtle passive-aggressive way. Yeah, well, you know what, Fitbit? I take my dog out for an hour to an hour and a half every single day. So F you. And I still have trouble losing weight. Okay, there we go. Gotta do that double hop. That's how you get past that thing real easy there. Okay. Sorry, Simon. I know many of your souls are being wasted here, but given how tough this is to get through, I need to get to the boss with at least a half-decent number of lives in the till, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure he understands. Strictly a matter of value proposition here. The only thing that's kind of a bummer is that I actually really like this remix of this Castlevania 2 song, but it's unfortunate that it's actually it's on the short side, and that's the thing with these levels, is I don't mind repeating music or even high stress music, which some of these later levels have, but they have a nasty habit in these games. Castlevania 3 had this too, of having the music in some of these tougher later levels be very, very short. And I don't know if that was an intentional design choice to try to, you know, further wear away your resolve by making you listen to the same kind of stressy tune over again. If that was my fault. If that was a design choice, it is a very poor one. But yeah, this is a little, sadly, this song loop, though well composed, is a tiny bit short. Alright. I really hope I can first time this boss, because it's going to really suck to have to repeatedly do this over and over again once I can actually get to the boss, but it feels to me like the bosses up to this point have been a little too easy, and that the game is going to pull out all the stops pretty soon in that regard. No! 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 Okay, there we go. Also, game, why are you lagging on me? Okay, right. So that goes... Okay. Yeah. This is gonna be one of these days, isn't it? Well, not every day's perfect, right? Okay. Warm it up. Warm it up. We can do it. It's a shame you can't actually just plug in Wii U Pro controllers and use them wired, because I have that 40-foot USB repeater cable that Poulet and I bought for his webcam during Extra Life, which worked remarkably well. I could just string that over there and actually play this wired with no lag, but as I understand it, Nintendo controllers, when they're plugged in, just charge. They don't actually... They always work on wireless. They're not like Xbox controllers. PlayStation controllers are the same way, I think, when they're... Sorry, Simon. I think PlayStation controllers are the same way. When they're plugged in, they're not actually transmitting data over the cable, they're just charging. I think Xbox controllers are the only ones that, that work wired when they're plugged in. Which, if I was playing on an emulator, would be no problem, but I like doing these things legit. Even though giving money to Konami seems like a kind of a weird moral choice right now, but what can I say? I bought and finished Metal Gear Solid 5 too, despite all the stories around that, so what can I say? If I refused to give money to every company that did scummy things, I'd probably be starving to death right now. He did it again! He clipped right through it! You friggin' saw that, right? That's not me and that's not the controller. That's just hot bullshit is what that is. He just clipped... Man. I don't know. I think the hitboxes on these friggin' things are kind of BS. Alright. Now. There we go. Don't be greedy, Parallax. That's the problem, right? You see those candles and you're just like, oh, I want it. You just get, like, instinctually driven to get them, even though it's you're in a very dangerous position, and it is clearly totally not worth it. I should know better. Oh no. No, you don't. There we go. Now, I remember this. This dick skeleton over here combined with the... Alright. There we go. Okay. That went alright. Also, this area is handing out really weak sauce points. It's not like that last level where it was like, hey, here's 500 and 700 money things every single time you do, something. Ah, gotcha. Hitting that 20,000 point extra life threshold seems like kind of a pipe dream in this level as a whole, really, when you think about it. Taking my time. I got lots of seconds on this level, thankfully, so... At least that's the one thing I like. In this game, you know, there is a time limit, but what? That's right. Those things exist. There is a time limit, but at least they're not dicks about it. Like, there's been, like, what, one level in this game that where the challenge was actually getting through it before time ran out, and even that wasn't that hard. Like, they have a time limit to prevent you from screwing about, but they're never punitive with that. It's never like, even in the old games, they were never like, hey, guess what? This level is super, super hard. Oh, and by the way, you've got to basically do it in speedrunner time or you're boned. Ha ha ha. Like, they never do anything like that, which is very cool. They could have easily done that as a really cheap way to infuse more challenge. Alright, so what I did last time is I attempted to jump off to get this guy, which I get why that was a good idea at the time, but I don't think I'm going to do that now. I think I'm just going to... Oh. Oh, shit! Well... Okay, so that's the ceiling as it turns out. And I missed my first whip upgrade. Oh, that sucks. Man. So that's where I've got to jump off. And right, because the screen doesn't scroll back down. You got to do it in a certain time or you're completely screwed. Oof. That's rough, man. That's real rough. And that's the thing, right? Like, you can swing off there to either deal with enemies or get additional power-ups or things like that, but I don't really want to do that because, as we discovered in the last episode, if you swing off to the right, you've got to make sure that you grab the left hook next time they come around, and that requires some very finesse timing. So, Right, those things are there. I knew that. So yeah, I don't know, man. That's tough. Curious as well if you guys are interested in this. So, a while ago, back when Hudson Soft was still a thing, before Konami completely defiled their corpse, they did an interesting thing on the Wii platform, not the Wii U, but the original Wii. They did what were called either Reborn or Re-something versions of a couple of Konami titles. There was, I actually can't remember all of them now. Hudson also did a reimagining of sort of a newer version of one of the Crush pinball games. I'm planning to take a look at that someday. Oh god, I screwed that up again. But they actually, one of the games they did was Castlevania. I want to say it was Castlevania Reborn. Oh! Oh, we made that! Word! Okay. Yeah, Castlevania Reborn, which was basically a redoing of the first game, but with, I mean, I'm not going to say HD graphics, because it was the Wii, but it was, a modernization of the first Castlevania. And I believe it was easier, too. But I'm curious if you guys would like me to take a look at that someday, either for, oh god, you have to do this twice? Really? Oh my effing god. Okay. Yeah, I'm wondering if you... This sucks! Oh my god! This level sucks donkeys! Oh man, you gotta do that at least twice? Oh, strap in, guys. This is gonna suck. Anyway, yeah, like, that game is not particularly relevant anymore, obviously. I mean, you can still buy it, but and if you have a Wii U, you can still pick it up. But I'm curious if you guys would be interested in me taking a look at that at some point, either playing through it at some point, or even just doing you know, a very late flash forward on it. Let me know what you guys think about that. I played a little bit of it, and I remember it seemed quite well done, but it was one of those games that I played for a while and then got distracted by other things and never got back to it. But it was cool. I dug it. I'd have to see if it's as blatantly hard as Castlevania 1 is, because that might make for a boring plays. I mean, we're already kind of getting there with this one, and this one's way easier, but I do want to look at the reimagining of, I believe it was Alien Crush they did. Ooh. 'Cause Alien Crush... Devil's Crush was my jam more back in the day. That was BS. Devil's Crush was more my jam back in the day, but, Alien Crush was good, too. I was hoping it would have done well enough for them to do a remake of Devil's Crush as well, but, I mean, those Wii eShop games, friggin' nobody bought those. So, pretty much anything you put out on the Wii eShop didn't sell. Especially if it had any kind of real budget, which those Hudson remakes had some kind of budget, I'm sure. So... it was one of the many various things that led to Hudson needing to be bought by Konami in the first place. And then, yeah, it was weird. Konami spent a pile of money on Hudson. I presume they bought them just to get access to their IP, which is rather funny, given that Konami basically doesn't make video games anymore. But, they must have just got them for their IPs for slot machines and stuff, because they did absolutely nothing with Hudson. Hudson put out a couple more games and then was pretty much promptly shuttered. I mean, Hudson's output for the last number of years had been pretty crap, so they were not exactly known for stunning quality, but the most successful things they did were the Mario Party games, and which were awful, but did well because, you know, they had Nintendo behind them. Okay. I don't think we're going to finish the level this time out unless we're very lucky, but this is a good learning experience. You get knocked off when you get hit by the... Oh, no! No! Oh, man! I thought that would have just hurt me, but you get knocked off when you get hit by those two? Fuck you! Okay. This is clearly when this game is starting to go, yeah, you thought this was simple? Nah, son. All smoke and mirrors. That's why we changed the level names from numbers to letters, because the letters mean this is where you get fucked. Honestly, wouldn't even surprise me if that's what they did, because we didn't even hit level 10 yet. So it's not like they switched to letters to keep the levels, or did we switch to level 10? Yeah, we did, actually. I guess that's true. They probably did do that, actually, to keep it in the UI and stuff up there, to keep the levels single-digit names, but at the same... You saw it! I did the jump, and it didn't register. I fell through the thing. But also, it's very clear 10 is where... they're just like, yeah, alright, now this is where it becomes a Castlevania game like the kind you remember. Alright. Alright. I'm getting a feel for this again, though. So, right, that's not the one where you need to double jump back. That's the one where you need to do this. Don't Be greedy, Parallax. Stop it. Your compulsion will kill us all. Don't do it. Okay. Dang it, I was facing the wrong way. Okay. Not a lot of candle chickens in this level either, and when I say not a lot, I mean, well, none. At least none that I've come across. It's quite possible there are candle chickens in here somewhere. Probably in those candles that are absolute friggin' waking nightmares to get at! Alright, well, we're back here at least. Which is mildly better. Alright, got him, and got him. Alright, good. That was my fault. I will take my lickings where they're due. That was my fault. Not the controller, not anything else. I didn't duck in time. I pressed the button, but too late. Yep. I'll admit where I screw up. That's the thing, right? Like, I may complain when the controller bones me over, but I screw up, and I will own that shit. Screw you. Feeling fanciful. Let's take him out with our blades instead. So fancy. You only get 100 points for killing those guys, but at least you also get 100 points for taking out his friggin' boomerax, which I find rather amusing, but... Okay. Alright. Now, we're gonna take you out. So, frig, I don't know if I should just keep attempting to dodge these enemy shots up here, or if I should actually attempt to swing off and swing back on. Like, that just seems like... that seems like just asking for trouble. Don't you do it. Okay, there we go. Okay, well, that one went okay. Am I hitting him? No, I'm not! Seriously, candle chicken. Oh, thank you! Okay, so there's a candle chicken there. Duly frackin' noted. Take you out from down here. Yeah, this is gonna be brutal, man. This, I don't think I have a choice. I think I have to bail out to deal with this guy here. I just... Like, at least here I have to, when I... At least here, when I have to jump back on, I'm doing it from the same side, right? Like, at least I can do this. Oh, we made it! Are you gonna switch blocks? You are, but oh, now we have red skeletons. And only 2 lives left. But we have checkpointed here at least, so that's good. And I got the flow. Ooh, candle chicken. Thank you. Now, there's probably a boss right here. Am I right? Yeah. Can we do it? Whoa! Oh, it's you! Can I hit you with this? Oh, I can. And you take a lot of damage, though. Oof. Like, a lot. And, of course, you cannot be damaged until... you are fully formed, which is BS, but the thing does do a lot of damage to you. I do wish I had a double or a triple shot right now, but, you know, you take what you can get. Now, I gotta watch in case he chooses to come up below me. Ooh, this doesn't feel safe. Nope, it does not. Really, though, the patterns for this guy are not all that horrible. First time. Oh my god, he's so close. All I need is one. Yes! Woo! Booyah! Still first time. Oh. Wouldn't it be hilarious if I missed the jump and fell off there? Oh, man. I wonder what that would do. Probably make you fight the guy again. Oh. Well, that's a good episode right there. And I believe Stage B is Dracula, so I think we're coming up on the last stage here. This is probably going to be... I would expect this to take much longer than even the last episode did. But we're getting there, so... Ooh, listen to that funky jazz. I like it. Alright, well, we're going to pause it here, and yeah, we're going to call that an episode. So, thank you guys very much for watching. If you liked what you saw here, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. It does help me out a great deal. Feeling good! Feeling good! So, I think we're going to keep plowing towards Dracula next time, and hopefully we'll get there soon. So, thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you next time. Take it easy.